Welcome back, everyone. Marvin Jackson and Shannon Cross, and we are with Mike Jones, beat writer with the Washington Post. And how's it going down here at camp, man?
Hey, it's going pretty good. It's long, it's hot, but the guys are making progress. It looks like each day they're getting some progress. So I guess pretty good so far. No serious injuries or any setbacks like that.
So from what you've seen, you've been down here every day. What are some of the, on offense, what are some of the things you've seen so far that have kind of stuck out to you?
I think that the quality of the offensive line is just, they are still picking up where they left off last year. And because of that, Kirk Cousins has had time to throw the ball. They've been able to run the ball. But also the size of Terrelle Pryor. I mean, this guy is such a freak. I mean, know when you look at it, it says 6'4", 200 and whatever pounds, but until you see him out there, just the length.
In person.
His legs probably start like here on me.
Long arms.
Long arms. I mean, and just to think that this guy was a quarterback. This is his second year as a wide receiver, and he's making this look really easy. That's probably the most impressive thing on offense, I would have to say.
All right. And anybody sticking out on defense to you?
Yeah, I would say that Jonathan Allen, the rookie, their first-round pick there, does not look like a rookie. He's back there, it's getting to the point where he can't go against, any of those undrafted guys anymore because he's just dominating. It's really fun to see him go against veterans like Sean Laval or Brandon Sheriff, guys who have been playing for a while and playing at a high level. And, you really just see him, the second-round pick, Ryan Anderson. He's doing a really good job there. It just looks like the overall depth of this defense is pretty much improved over last year.
And they have something major in common.
Yeah, they do. Both Alabama.
I mean, SEC football.
Exactly.
Hello.
And, that's a big reason why the Redskins drafted them.
Winners.
They said they're winners. They come from big-time football programs, and they come in here NFL ready.
Yeah. And what about the morale of this team? Is it any different from last year, or just,
it's still very early. We won't really know until, once you get punched in the mouth, how do you respond, But there does seem to be an overall improvement in confidence, a little bit more swagger on defense. Because we said they've got so much depth, it seems like the competitive level is higher, and these guys are really going after it. So I think that confidence-wise, they feel really good. They feel like they can build on what they did last year, which is a good thing. Jay Gruden came in, and they were struggling the first year. They had, a winning season the next year, another winning season last year. So you just want to continue to build every single year.
Is there anything in particular you like about the coaching changes?
I like that they got in, we weren't sure about Greg Minuski as the defensive coordinator when they hired him instead of when they got rid of Joe Barry. But from everything I hear from these guys is he's really preaching a more aggressive nature. Where it's third and short, they're not going to sit back. They want to attack. He really wants these guys attacking. So that's really good. And I think that they're continuing to build on what they have. Jim Tomsula, the defensive line coach, is really a good instructor and teacher in fundamentals. So I think those two hires on the coaching moves by Jay Gruden to bring those guys to the staff were really quality.
All right. And the offensive coordinator is going to have a tough thing to do. He's got to cut a bunch of wide receivers, and it looks like this is a very talented group of wide receivers and tight ends.
You're right. You're right. There's
that's unexpected, right?
Every year there's always, it seems like there's four guys on the wide receiver group are going to make it, and then there maybe is another one or two guys jockeying. This year, from top to bottom, they've got 10 guys that really can come out here, great hands, great versatility. They can play special teams, they can play offense, So it's going to be a tough decision. And like you said, tight ends with, Jordan Reed once he's back, Niles Paul, Vernon Davis. Then you got the rookie, Jeremy Sprinkle, and, Derek Carrier is no slouch either. They've got 5 guys, and you can only keep 3 or 4. To have to make that decision, it's going to be a real challenge.
It's a good problem to have,
yes,
basically.
Exactly.
Well, talking about good things, let's talk about what are the weaknesses of this team.
I think just until we know for sure this defense, who's going to be the starters, that's a little bit of uncertainty. They have good depth, but where are their difference makers, And then also looking at the wide receivers, you don't know if you have a home run threat. There's no Deshaun Jackson. You don't know about that move the chains guy like Pierre Garçon with the tough yards. You think it could be Pryor, but those are the questions that you see right there. They have potential, Josh Doxson, Pryor, like we said. And, they've got a lot of bodies on defense. So I wouldn't say they're weaknesses right now. There's just uncertainty.
So can they keep up with the advances that the Giants have made and the Eagles made, because that's really what it's all about, right?
It's going to be a dogfight every single year, but I think that Kirk Cousins will build, and this offense can. And if the defense was just a little better last year, there were so many games they lost close games. So because their defense, I think, will be a little bit better, I think they can continue to kind of build on this thing. I'm not saying they're going to win the division, but they'll be competitive.
All right. We got a prediction, huh?
Okay.
Look at that.
I didn't throw a number win-loss record out there, but they'll be competitive.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Mike,
for
being with us.
Having me.
And we'll be talking to you throughout the season, man.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks.
All right. Mike Jones with Shannon Cross and myself, Marvin Jackson.